The articles of association today from our chapter formation of company. So you have already seen in the previous video regarding the memorandum of association. Today you all will be learning, children, regarding the articles of association and also what is the content in an article of association of an organization. So you all know these three documents are required at the time of incorporation or commencement of a business, that is memorandum of association, articles of association, and prospectus. Prospectus will be the next topic which I'll be taking up. So for today's class, it is going to be articles of association. So basically, articles of association contains various rules and regulations of an organization which is required for its internal management. Now, memorandum of association, you have seen that it has all the information which is required by the external people, outsiders. But here, articles of association is something which lays down the working of an organization for its internal management of the organization, or let us say working of a company. So here they have all the bylaws, rules and regulations which govern the conduct of the company. And also, because of these articles of association, whatever objectives are laid in the memorandum of association are tried to reach. And very important articles of association for the working of a company. And also, articles of association, it is a supplementary document. First, memorandum of association is prepared, and then articles of association. And the articles, they must be printed. It is actually divided into various paragraphs. Number is put properly, it is properly stamped, and also signed by every subscriber who has signed memorandum of association. And at least one witness is compulsory while preparing this articles of association, to have a, who gives a witness that yes, it is prepared as per the rules and regulations and norms of the company's law, and also as per the coming up a company, or a company which is already in existence. So the private companies which are limited by shares, and also the companies which are limited by guarantee, and unlimited companies, it's compulsory that they have articles of association. But for public companies which are limited by shares, they don't have to have articles of association, but then they follow the model set of articles which is given in table A in schedule 1 of the act. So, and also articles of association, it can be altered by passing a special resolution. And to remember, each subscriber, whoever has signed memorandum of association, has to sign the articles of association. So that was about articles of association. To speak about the contents of an articles of association, like you have seen what are the contents in the memorandum of association. You learnt about the name of the organization, its location, objectives, liability, capital, association clause you have learnt. So here we'll be seeing what are the contents in an articles of association. First and foremost is procedure of issuing share capital will be clearly specified in the articles of association. How the shares are being issued, like whether they are equity shares or preference shares, what is the number of shares which are being released into the market, in how many calls, in how many installments the amount on the shares will be collected, what are the rights and privileges if any shareholders are going to be given as per the categorization done. So all this information related to the issuing of share capital is put up in detail in the articles of association. And second point we have is procedure. Whatever procedure is to be followed when a share is transferred, that information is to be given. And also forfeiture of shares. Now, forfeiture means where a person fails to pay the subscription amount when the company calls upon. So, how what kind of treatment will be given shares as such also should be written in the articles of association. Next, we have the procedure for issue of debentures and stocks is to be clearly laid up. Now, what is debenture stocks? It is nothing, dear students, but the loan which is given by the organization to the general public, and the funds which they get from the public, instead of that they pay the public interest amount. So that is about debentures. Then we have in articles of association the power to alter as well as reduce share capital, and its procedure for alteration is given. So in case if they want to make any changes, because once the all the information is given to the registrar, making the change is very difficult, but then again this change can be registered with the appropriate regulatory authority, and the change could be brought up. So what can be done in such a situation should also be mentioned in the articles of association. Then fifth point, we have the appointment of directors, their powers, how much authority to be given to them, what would be their duties, responsibilities, how much remuneration in the sense salaries, rewards to be given to these directors. Everything should be clearly mentioned. So if you see these 5 points till now, you must have got an idea that articles of association, it speaks about the running of the organization, internal management, how the work is organized within the company is what is spoken about articles of association. Then we have the sixth point, the appointment of managing director, how it will be done, that is to be clearly mentioned. Now we have seventh point, it says that regarding conducting any kind of meetings in the organization, what will be the procedure. It could be general meetings, it could be special meetings, or voting, proxies, resolutions, any decisions making, or any other mode. So what is how when it sometimes it happens that the annual calendar is prepared in advance, which tells the general meetings, how and when they'll be collected. Then in case if a sudden meeting comes up, what is the procedure, how to put up such a meeting. All this information will be given in AOA, that is Articles of Association. The eighth point we have is provisions which are related to dividends and reserves. Dividends, dear students, it is paid to the shareholders who invest their amount in the company, and reserves are the amount which is put aside as a reserve. So what is the procedure? Now these reserves could be different reserves could be put up. What is that particular amount put aside for, and what is the procedure? All this information is to be clearly laid. Then rules for preliminary contracts. Here preliminary contracts, we can assume them as contracts. So what are the rules when we are signing a contract with other party? And so these bylaws will be clearly specified in AOA. Then we have provisions regarding the use of common seal. Common seal, this is the seal which represents the organization. So what is the procedure with that? Who is authorized to use it, or under whose supervision the common seal is going to be? All this information will be put up in the articles of association. Then we have what kind of accounts the organization is going to pick up. Is it a single entry or double entry auditing system, how they are going to, or whether they're going to get it audited for every 3 months or 6 months or yearly. What is the method of reaching to the profits of the organization? All this is laid clearly in the articles of association. Then maintenance of bank accounts, information will be given how to maintain those accounts, what kind of accounts they are going to be. And next we have procedure for winding up of the company. Winding up in the sense closing. When the organization will be closed, what will be the procedure followed? How the debts will be cleared, or what is the procedure they are going to follow is to be clearly mentioned in the articles of association. And also any other rules and regulations of the company to be followed will be clearly mentioned in this articles of association, because that is the document which will be a proof about how the working in the organization has to go further. So that was about articles of association, dear students. Thank you so much for listening.